we keep saying Silver Tsunami, right? Has anyone ever experienced a tsunami in here before? No, I was hoping nobody raised their hand because I haven't either. If you ever watched a video of a tsunami, it is terrifying. According to National Geographic, and not my personal experience, when the water recedes from the shoreline, that's when it's time to run. If you see the wave, it's too late. I would say right now, the water's gone. We see the wave cresting from a distance, and we need to make sure we're acting and moving in the right direction. It's important that we also acknowledge that today's prospects, today's families, they have evolved. They're researching online, they're comparing options, and they have high expectations, whether that is faster responses. They're looking for transparency, especially price transparency, personalization, as well as convenience. A lot of groups are making decisions online well before they actually reach out to a community. And so we need to make sure we're showing up where they are in this journey to connect with them in the best possible way. So I reflect on my own experience. Last year, my daughter woke up, and while we were on vacation at Gulf Shores, she had an ear infection. What's the first thing I did? Went to Google to see what the options are. We take those next steps, and we need to make sure that we're connecting and sharing that story with the families who need our service on Google. But just as important, and this is the piece I think far too many people miss, we need to make sure that we're providing the data and connection points that build trust. Because a lot of times, this is the first time groups are looking for this next step. So finally, I just want to highlight another important part, which is the social media side. Can people envision life at your community? So you have the connection points, but you also need to make sure you're telling that story. And social media can do that like no other platform. So we want to narrow this down further. If you're not showing up on Google, if your community, that specific community, is not showing up in that first 3 to 5 spots, you're invisible. So you need to make sure that you're showing up at a local level. Just outcompete at that local level. That's vital. What are your reviews saying to prospects? What's your content saying to prospects? What's that message you have for your prospects? Make sure that your reputation is not only intact, but you're proactively leaning into that reputation management. Data is important, and facts drive those next steps, but nothing converts like stories. So make sure you have that storytelling process and really showcase what life at your community looks like. When we pull all this together, we see that this is a really powerful force because you're being found in the moment, you're providing trust, but then you're showcasing what life looks like at your community. We know what a community means to somebody. So people are out there who need your community. Make sure you're telling your authentic story and connecting the pieces so people can find you and live their best life.